EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. It's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go from NRG Stadium. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
All right.
They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
18. What's that?
From the gun, here's Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
And the Texans.
It'll be a pickup of 10. First down for Houston.
At the 38-yard line.
All right. 18. What's that?
A run. It's Jones. They work forward to the 40-yard line. That's the safety, Talon Noah on the tackle.
2 yards on the pick.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Again, it's Jones. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
43-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Why Tony? On the quick. 18. What's that?
Stroud going to set up the throw. That'll be swung out wide to Jones. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, as we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Here we go.
Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation with that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
18. What's that?
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. And he's going to have a Texans first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th down.
Really nice job out there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
All right.
Now Stroud. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. And it's going to bring up third down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
18. Okay. Look to hot. Look to hot.
Here's Stroud. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
To throw, it's Stroud. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked. And they turn it over on down.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on fourth down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 42-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. They'll throw. It's Nix. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That pass play good for 22. Good for a Denver first down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got room to roam. And he's in. Evan Ingram. Touchdown Broncos. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
19 Texans. Here we go.
The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Linebacker Jonathan Cooper on the tackle. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 6.
Second and 6.
18.
Here's Stroud. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And the Texans first down. First and 10
We
at
are
the
through
43-yard
one.
line.
It's the Broncos with the early lead. More from Houston coming up in a moment. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with first and 10.
All right. 18.
On the handoff, Jones. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing is Stroud. He'll find the rookie out of Iowa State, Jaden Higgins. And there's business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
They'll run it here with Jones. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
On second down, Stroud. This one caught at the 4, and he'll take it on in. Dalton Schultz, touchdown Texans. His 4th TD grab of the season. Now Peyton Fairbairn on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. He gets free. He's inside the 30. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series. They've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where he'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
Here we go. Let's go.
On the give, it's Jones. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on second down, Stroud. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so It's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he tried to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple yards short. It is fourth down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico basement, putting working on the phones. Either that or try the money mark to make the pickup.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down.
Here we go.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is incomplete. Now they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down. So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Third and 10. Working out of the gun. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Nix's pass.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position. Jump that route, challenge the receiver, and it's a big-time takeaway.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 7. Stroud. I had a defender draped all over. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
11.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Second and 5. Here's Nix to throw. That's taken in by Franklin. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's first and goal.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it'll bring up second and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Toss left side, that's Harvey. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Broncos add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
36-yard line.
Why, Tony? Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. That's to the running back, David Montgomery. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Texans are going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime.
48-yard line.
Oh, hey. Tony. Hey, south. Hey, uno.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Gain of 16 yards. That's another Texans first down.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. Throw on the run is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's dropped down inside the 20-yard line. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. That stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, here's Stroud. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Stroud going to set up the throw. To the goal line and in. Take down. Touchdown, Houston. Now Fairbairn for the extra point.
Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
He's got it. And the Texans are back within 6.
Makes the score Broncos 20, Texans 14.
7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. On the return, here's Mims. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
We'll go play action with Nix. That's caught downfield by Waddle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Nix. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receiver saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit. All right, so anytime you're facing a blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest game.
And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down the backfield on 3rd and short.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Oh, looks like he may have hit a seam for a moment. He's taken down after a solid return. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll swing this out to Montgomery. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
They'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. And he's tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
from the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple.
On the quick, right?
On the ground, Montgomery. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find, and all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots. When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the 1st down.
Forced out left. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run with Montgomery. And let's give him about 4 on that one. That's safety, Talanoa Hufanga on the tackle.
by Talanoa Hufanga.
3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And he'll get about 5.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
All right.
Now, Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and you have a playmaker like that on the outside inside. They can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and end result is still a touchdown.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. That one pinballs around, but is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
It is 3rd and long.
Bombers.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie.
Nix's pass intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Close. Here we go.
Now a give to Montgomery, heading right, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Let's go. Right here. 18. What's that?
A second down throw for Stroud. He'll look underneath here for Montgomery. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 15 yards on the catch and run for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Robbie. On the
handoff, it's Montgomery. And he finds a little bit of space. They'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
The 9-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Here we go. Two jet. Check. Level swap.
The 4th quarter begins, and it's a run with Montgomery. And he will get into the end zone. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Houston. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up 1, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the 4th quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
Broncos 20. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
In motion, it's Waddle. Play action now. It's Nix. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. Throw here down the field. It was ball. Incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. And it's going to be third down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Catch made there by Waddle. And a good job with the defense. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
The Broncos bringing out their punter. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. Took a pretty good lick at the end for that one.
21-yard line.
On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. Not much happening there, just a short game.
The ball carrier brought down at the 23-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and
From
9.
the 23, here's second and 9.
Why, Tony? 18.
Now, Stroud. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
On fourth down, Stroud. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down.
Turnover on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's That's going to be incomplete. Good work. The defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. And now, 3rd and goal coming up. Throwing is Nix. That one, taken in. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a two-part story? Part one taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this two-point conversion here to tie it up.
The Broncos will line up for the two-point conversion.
To throw is Nix. That's incomplete. Oh, they were going for the conversion to get this thing even. Instead, it will remain a two-point game. Even with 3 timeouts, close to the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Oh, hey.
On the give, it's Marks. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Look hot. What 18? That's it.
Here's Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
29-yard line.
On the quick, right?
Now Montgomery. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead. You're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
1st and goal, and here's Montgomery. And this time they are ready for it. Throw for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
Remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd and goal.
All right. Tony.
One more time with Montgomery. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
They'll drop to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. They'll go up for 1st and 10. off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Waddle. And he's going to take this one all the way. 78 yards. Touchdown, Denver. So now a big play here for the Broncos. They're going to line up and go for two.
The Broncos will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll throw. It's not. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie. And a good return here. He is out of bounds up past the 30.
Mike, I don't love that decision. I'm in the school of thought where the only time I'm going for two is if it is clearly to win and there is not enough time on the clock for my opponent to respond. In this case, tie the game, go on defense. Maybe you can end up actually getting the ball back and go down for the win.
Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return.
Get your money, y'all. I put money down on all of us, on my people now.
Here's first down.
Oh, hey. Hey, stop. 18. What's that? Hey, Uno Mars. 19 Texas.
From the gun, here's Stroud. On the quick slant, they find Dell. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's first and 10. Here's Stroud. He'll get that into the hands of Woody Marks. And he's going to be taken down at 37. The Texans are going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Look the hot.
Stroud to throw here on first down. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
So step one is just get close enough that you have a shot to strike in the end zone. So that's a nice completion there on this 2-minute drive. But remember, Mike, they're kind of up against it. They need to finish this drive with a touchdown and get ready to go for the 2-point try.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a
for second down.
Here we go. 18.
To throw is Stroud. Goes down to his left.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On second down, Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish as this one will come to an end. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.